welcome back to my channel, The Black Suit. I'm GeGe, and I started this channel to help professional women give advice to empower them in the workplace. And in this episode of my coffee break series, I wanted to talk about something that's related to the pandemic, and that is the issue of domestic violence. Unfortunately, like I've said in a previous video about the effects of the pandemic on women, which I'll link up here if you're interested in watching that, the pandemic has really taken a toll on women, and women are losing out in the workplace. And on top of that, the rate of domestic violence has gone up all around the world due to women being locked at home with their significant others and not having anywhere to go. And compounding the problem is the stress and anxiety that comes with the pandemic. So we're seeing more problems in the home life for women. And I really wanted to raise awareness of this issue, which I hadn't known about until somebody told me that in times of crises, women have been shown to experience more violence in the home along with children. And again, part of it is that the level of anxiety goes up in the household. And this time around, it's especially bad because there's nowhere to escape to. A lot of the public institutions that would typically help women are in lockdown, such as schools or churches. And these institutions are sometimes an outlet for these women to seek help, because they can go to church and somebody at church will notice, wow, something unusual is happening, and they may be able to reach out for help on behalf of the women and children who are abused. So unfortunately, they don't have that resource right now. So I just wanted to make a video about this to provide some awareness of this issue, and on top of that, to provide some resources down in the description box below. If you know of anybody, or if you are someone who's experiencing domestic violence, please don't feel that you're alone. You can consult the resources I have listed down below in the description box, or if you have a friend who needs these resources, please point them to the resources below. I also want to say that your local courts might be able to help, because I know as a lawyer, we often see women go to the courthouse to seek the help center. There's usually some sort of help center set up for victims of domestic violence. And those help centers can refer legal services to you if you need, or they can point you to counseling if you need, or shelters. And right now, I think, at least where I am, the courts are closed, but the court websites can be a really good resource. I'll try to link some down below as well for those of you who are seeking more than just a shelter or a hotline or some counseling. You guys, if you're in need of a legal service, for example, such as obtaining a restraining order, that is something available on court websites. So, and I'm in California, so I'll link down below the resource available in California. Just know that if you are experiencing this sort of issue, you're not alone. Until the coronavirus is over, it doesn't seem likely that this issue will abate. Because again, people are losing their jobs, and that creates a lot of anxiety among all types of populations. But if a man is the sole breadwinner in a family and the man loses his job, then of course that creates a lot of anger and unhappiness, and unfortunately sometimes it translates into abuse of the people around that person. I hope the resources below are of some help to you, and just know that if you go to the court's website and you try to seek a restraining order, restraining orders can do a lot. At least in American law, in the US, restraining orders can help you get, of course, get away from the person who's threatening you. And verbal abuse is also a form of abuse. I think we often associate domestic violence with physical abuse, but under the law, you know, verbal abuse and any sort of threats are considered domestic abuse as well. And I'm providing this as general information. This is an informational video. I am not your attorney, so please don't take this as legal counsel. If you are in a really bad situation, again, please look at the resources below and refer to those, and you can find counsel through those resources who will give you specific instructions for your problem. Back to the topic of restraining orders, that's a common legal method of getting victims to safety. It can limit the contact you have with your abuser and also secure financial interests, and on top of that also help you get child support or spousal support if you need it. A court order can do that. And also, if your abuser is somebody who carries a weapon, then a restraining order could potentially prevent that person from first getting near you and second carrying a weapon around you. So that's my coffee break today. If you found this video useful, please hit the thumbs up button and please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be alerted when I post my next video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.